We're both looking at the camera right now.
What if I look at your camera?
Whoa.
What's up, lady? Is that your head?
Yeah, that's my head. Sorry. I'm dumb.
So did you grow up religious?
I did. I was raised Catholic. Went to Catholic school, like first through freshman year of high school.
Okay, so pretty steeped in it, huh?
Yeah.
Was it like family go to church every Sunday kind of thing too?
Family go to church every Sunday, and then I think every other Wednesday we would go to church at school.
Oh, did they call it like chapel or is it like mass?
Mass.
Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like one of the main differences between Catholicism and the other ones is that they call it mass, whereas like Protestants is like service, chapel.
Aww,
You know what I mean?
sorry, that's so sweet.
Is it cute?
Service, chapel.
Yeah. Whereas like mass feels cold. It feels so
Oh my
serious.
God, it is so cold. I feel like
I've never sat through a mass. What's it like?
well, you have a lot of rules that you have to obey. There's a whole, I don't know. I can't remember, but like you get together, right? It's a mass of people.
Nice. Wow, I don't even know if I've even thought about that.
And then there's a sermon at some point in time. There's like a homily, which honestly is probably the funnest part.
Sure.
Except for when you get to talk to people. I'm an extrovert, so that was like
The
peace
fellowship.
be with you.
Oh, yeah.
And also with you.
Was it like you'd give everyone a moment to like say hi to everyone around them kind of thing?
Yes.
That is a fun part.
Yes, it is a fun part.
It's one of the most important parts of church, ultimately, I think. It's just like,
100.
in retrospect, because my family was so down and into it,
Yeah.
I just sort of assumed everyone there was. But I think there's a higher percentage than we know of people that are at church just purely as a social community thing. It's just like, dude, because where else are the kids going to get,
Yeah.
soccer and pizza and stuff,
Yeah. And also, like, when you grow up in the church and that's your community, then that's where your friends are, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
And you're sitting with all your friends and you're like, I gotta see you guys. And everyone's
I got a
coming over.
sick pew.
And then you have the best view. You're like by the best singers.
We can see Father Johnson's like homily about why road trips are stressful or whatever.
Can you imagine if their name was Father Johnson?
Father Johnson. Not a great look.
We always no bad look.
What's funny is I almost said a really Irish name, and then I felt like that might somehow be offensive, so I swerved off at the last. I thought of Father Mulcahy from MASH.
Oh, that's a TV show.
That's only because my dad liked it that I watched a lot. It's a very old thing about me. I didn't get to do it on my own. That's a funny thing to be defensive about. I didn't find MASH on my own to get really into it. It was my dad.
Somebody is into war.
I think the Korean War should have been longer. That's my stance. Let's do a scene of just like the father getting like hyped up before the homily. He's like backstage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that what they call the father? Or is it we call him the pastor or the preacher at service? You got the preacher.
Wait, do you like naturally have a southern accent?
I'm from Blacksburg, Virginia, but my family's from the Midwest, so I grew up around it. But I'm not that southern.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
but I'll throw y'all in there every now and then.
Yeah.
It has its advantages.
I honestly say y'all all the time.
It's useful.
And people are like, "Are you from the South?" I'm like, "No." Do I sound like I'm from the South?
Where are you from, by the way?
A suburb of Chicago.
Which one?
Crystal Lake.
Shout out. What's Crystal Lake known for?
Crystal Lake South Gators. That's a jibe at Central and Prairie Ridge, you bet.
Oh, let's go.
You betcha.
This podcast, we're on that side. The other side, fuck them.
No, honestly, they're good. They're all good. Everyone created equal, right, guys? Sorry, is it okay that I like have Fleabag moments?
I honestly love that.
Okay.
A lot of people don't take advantage enough of the fact that we can look to camera at any time. I got mine, you got yours. Wait, let's do it at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do Father getting hyped up for homily.
Okay. Wait, did you have altar boys in the back? Okay. Everything is ready.
You almost ready to go up there, boss?
Whoa. Hey.
What's up?
Come on. I just, look, I poured a little bit too much wine.
What?
in the glass. And then I drank it because I was like, this is way too much for everyone.
Uh-huh.
And
Right, you don't want the congregation to get too lit.
now I'm feeling like kind of loopy. Zachary.
I reach up with my 9-year-old hand. I give you a little slap in the face. Like, you gotta lock in right now, bro. You're built for this moment. Are you kidding me? Like his little boxing trainer. I got a little towel.
He's
Squirt,
so cute.
squirt a little water bottle upward. It's like hitting you.
Yeah, in the neck. I like point my head down and I'm like, okay, cool.
Come on.
Shake it off.
These people need you. You remember that time you had a fever? 102 still talked about Paul.
I love Paul.
And the Galatians.
Oh, those poor Galatians, right?
Yes. If he wrote a letter to them, it's because things were tough. So it's safe to bet. You can do this.
You're right, Zachary. You're one of God's people. Am I right?
Thank you. Thank you, Father Dick Richardson.
Anything for you. Hey, everybody! Steps out to the altar or whatever it is.
As soon as you say, hey, everybody, the kid's like, don't start with hey. You see him like, oh.
Zachary is
The
so
congregation is
disappointed. Dick Johnson, that's kind of a weird name, right? Yeah. Wait, so you grew up what?
I grew up technically Presbyterian, or also like Reformed is just sort of the general like umbrella for like Protestant, but like Reformation type people, like Martin Luther and fucking John Calvin specifically.
Okay.
Because I went to a school called Calvin College.
Is Lutheran, is that like
It's pretty similar. Yeah, they're like more liberal. This is like a slightly more conservative version. And I don't mean like in a straight up political sense, but in terms of like they have like women pastors. My church did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I found out like after, like once I'd grown up, I went back and looked into it. I always thought it was funny that we were the Presbyterian Church in America, but we were not the Presbyterian Church in the United States, USA. There's PCUSA and PCA, which are different slices of Presbyterianism.
Yeah.
And the main split was over whether women should be allowed to preach, and mine was on the wrong side. I found that out when I was like 28. I was like, God damn.
Dang.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Whereas Lutherans, lady pastors, I think even cool with LGBT and stuff, which I don't think you necessarily get that.
I mean, Catholic is like not doing any of that stuff.
Catholics, like, our whole business model is on having as many kids as possible, and so we're just going to lock in on that part.
And all of the girl kids can never be a father. Aww.
You're like, that's still more families, just with a few more steps. April. New month means new Patreon exclusive. This month it's a live clip from a show I did in Chicago. I did the song SOS straight into Car Butt. If you want to see a little taste of what it's like at a Scoochie Boochie show, this is a really cool clip shot by my friend AJ. Really fun. There's tons of clips on there. I've had one every month since I started the Patreon a year ago, so there's lots of cool stuff to catch up on if you're not on the Patreon, patreon.com/holysmokespod. Other ways you can support me, I'm also on Cameo now, link in the description. You can also buy Scoochie Boochie music on Bandcamp. We're working on some new merch. We're getting a new merch store up pretty soon. If that's up, I'll put that in the description as well. And if you want me to do an ad read, hit me up, holysmokespod@gmail.com. This part of the episode could be yours for very cheap. Check it out every Monday, new episode of Holy Smokes. If you're not watching it on YouTube, we get the full episode video on there, and a lot of times we end up doing sort of visual gags. That's probably the best way to watch the show, and help us out, subscribe there on YouTube, but you can listen to it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Thank you so much for supporting my dream of doing this as a job. Enjoy the show. All right, well, let's tell Bible stories, huh? What do you say? I see you already found the Women's Bible 2. That's great. I'm going to use if you look in the very front cover, it's the Women's Bible 2. It's like the sequel.
An edited version? I guess they do that.
Yeah, they drop new editions.
Whoa.
So you got the sequel.
Where's the Nicene Creed? Maybe not in the Bible.
Okay, hell yeah. That's the level we're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's good. It sets the tone. Nicene Creed.
We memorized that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You were about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the school was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the curriculum. You're like, I'm a good student.
Yeah. Look at how good how well I can memorize.
Did you do like catechism and stuff?
What's that?
You know what? I bet I think we have all the same stuff, but with different words. Mass, service, Father, preacher, Nicene Creed and shit. Catechism. That's just like question 43. And why does man sin? And then it's like a paragraph of just unmemorizable nonsense, basically.
Yeah. Dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you memorize shit?
We memorize so many things.
Catholics are good at that.
Yeah. It's literally what I like learned how to do as a kid.
Yeah. 100%.
Cool.
And it's immediate approval from everyone around you, which is nice as well. As people who would go on to become improvisers, that's a nice early little hit of like, you did a good job.
Yes.
Turns out we really like.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's useful. And you're welcome.
All right. So I'm working through the Bible chronologically, and I'm in Exodus 2, like the second part of it.
Okay.
Where we last left off, Moses was a baby because the Hebrews were being oppressed in Egypt. They're having a bad time.
Hebrews are.
Yeah, the Israelites, they've been promised the promised land. It's going to be sick, milk and honey and all that.
Oh, cool.
All of Genesis. God's a series of dudes. God's just been like, you're going to have that sweet land, you're going to have that sweet land, but they're not there.
And the land is made of milk and honey. So like the streams are milk.
Yeah, it's like a Mario Kart level.
Okay. Cool. That sounds delicious.
It's like Milk Meadow or something. You're playing as Wario.
And I'm playing as Toad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your go-to at like OG like Mario Kart? Did you play Toad?
Well, Toad, but like Peach probably. Hello, girl.
What? Oh, what the fuck? No, it's a podcast. It's just dudes talking. Oh, I fucked up.
I infiltrated. Girls.
Like appealing to your girl army.
Yes.
You're going to have a bigger fan base on my podcast than me.
Rise up, yeah.
So things are bad. They're getting oppressed.
Okay.
And it's so bad that the Pharaoh's like, there's literally so many of you, any new baby boys, dump them in the Nile.
Oh, that sucks.
Understatement.
Yeah, that really, really sucks.
That sucks. Genocide? Also, this is the story lamp.
Ooh. And this is the story fingers. Okay.
So then, it's kind of funny. I don't know if she means as a loophole, but Moses' mom is like, okay, I'll put my baby in the river in a nice little basket that's sealed so it doesn't drown right away, and we give it a chance.
Okay.
And boy, does it have a chance, because it floats right to the princess, to the Pharaoh's daughter, and she's like, oh, it's one of the Hebrew babies. That's literally what she said. She's like, oh, it's one of these. And then Moses' sister, who's been watching this whole time, is like, hey, do you need a Hebrew lady to nurse that baby? And she's like, yeah, for sure, I'll pay them. And so then she goes and gets Moses' mom. Perfect little scheme. So now Moses' mom is getting paid to breastfeed her own son, Moses.
Aww. Happily ever after. Is that like the only one in the Bible?
Well, which brings us to where we are now.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking, like, how many princesses are there? Can we, like, make this a thing where the princesses save all of the babies and give them to their mothers?
Yeah, just...
It's like a scheme.
She's out there all day. Just like,
yeah.
Kind of like a Mario Party mini game, like just catching babies in the river. Just to bring Toads out there, just like...
Yes. I don't know.
Seems like it's kind of a closed loop, pretty much.
Yeah.
Everyone wins.
Yes.
We're good for the economy.
Honestly, what are princesses doing? I mean, I guess.
Well, she was bathing in the baby river is what's crazy. Like, doesn't mean Annie we're talking about. It's like, doesn't she know that's the baby river?
Oh my gosh.
But she's like, well, how often? Like, how many babies a minute are we talking in the river, do you think? Like, how many babies are being born?
She's a math wizard.
She was like, I bet we can get a 30-minute window where there's no.
Where there's, like, no dead babies in the water. Sorry, but that's, like, a joke of some sort. Not one that I can make.
Or, like, a story problem.
Yes.
If there's 2 babies every 30 minutes.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. How big is the population?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that there was a ton of them. So many that the Pharaoh was afraid that they would just rise up and, like, overthrow them. So
that's crazy.
Plenty.
Babies?
So now we just jump ahead to Moses grows up as basically a prince of Egypt. His people are getting oppressed and they're being like worked or whatever. He sees an Egyptian beating one of the Hebrews. Okay. And then, I like this verse, Moses looked around to see if anyone was watching, and then he killed the Egyptian and hit his body in the sand. So he literally did like a... and then kill a guy. And it records the specific like...
That's so funny. Why?
Because he saw him beating one of his people. The Egyptian was beating
No,
a
no,
Hebrew guy.
but like, why would they have that in the story? Are they like, who was writing the story?
So then,
Okay.
I don't know, someone very dead wrote this. But shout out.
Are they still alive?
Yeah. I got mad,
From the Old Testament.
Anyways, he's in this vent. He's like, I'm gonna put a picture of this vent on the episode because that is actually really hilarious because it's a nasty looking vent, dude. If there was anyone over 1,000 years old, they'd be in there. So then Moses went out the next day and he sees two Hebrews fighting each other, and he tries to break it up. And they go, and he's like, why are you beating one of your own people? He's like, I already, I got mad because they're beating my people. Now my people's beating itself,
Yeah.
And the guy goes, who put you in charge? Are you going to kill me just like you killed that Egyptian guy? Mm-hmm. And Moses is like, oh shit, everyone knows I killed that guy.
You saw that.
Because he did this and this, but the guy he saved was right there. And that guy was like, hey, Moses, I presumably tells everyone like, hey, Moses saved me.
Why would that guy narc?
I mean, he was probably stoked. He was like, hey, the prince, imagine you're Irish and Prince William saves you from being beaten to death by a British policeman. Okay. You'd be like, shout out, dude. Hey, first of all, I met the prince.
Dude, the prince is hot.
Which one?
No, I'm just kidding.
In Egyptian terms?
Yeah. Like, this is
I never know what girls think. Are princes hot because they're princes, or are they actually hot?
The cool thing about girls is we all think the same thing, right, ladies?
You speak for them. So are the actual princes modern day? Are they hot? William, Harry? What do you think?
No, I don't think so. No, they're not hot.
And that's the official word on behalf of all women. So, lock it in. So Moses is like, oh shit, people know I killed that guy. Mm-hmm. And the king finds out, the Pharaoh. And the king wanted to kill him, so Moses has to flee the country. Okay. He ends up in a place called Midian. And then one day, he's hanging out by a well. And these 7 sisters come up.
This is such a fun story.
Destiny's Child.
There's 7 of them?
New Jeans, the Korean K-pop group. I think they got 5. What group has 7 girls? Girl stuff? You got anything?
Yeah, frig, girl stuff. Come on, girls. Let's do this.
7's a lot. That's too many for a band.
There's S Club 7, but I don't think they had 7 people, and it wasn't all girls.
I mean, that's borderline a choir at that point. 7?
Yeah.
Unless you got a whole band like Arcade Fire or something. There's a guy playing a tambourine or whatever.
Yeah.
Or girl. Girls play tambourines
that's
too.
That's right, girls. Let's get it.
Girls
Sorry, I'm like way talking to this camera too much.
Talk to them. That's great. No one ever talks to them. Okay. They always talk to me. They're probably jealous. Okay. They're like, finally. You're like, can I get some like Jess's in the chat? There's already like one of your faces like on Twitch. It's just you like fucking spamming them. So yeah, and these 7 sisters come up to the well, and these other shepherds are like trying to chase them away. There's like a well conflict, but then Moses, it literally says verbatim, came to their rescue.
The 7
sisters and shoot off the
at
shepherds.
The well?
Because there was like a well fight, and they wanted the shepherds were like, fuck off, don't let it water your animals. Whoa. And he was like, and then he came in and was like, I mean, I picture just like.
Why is Moses so like he's like really aggressive?
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really think about that. Yeah, people always think about him just parting the seas and being old, but like at his start, young hothead. Yeah. He grows up a lot. Yeah. So yeah, but this time it's like a good fight because he shoots off these shepherds, and their dad's named Jethro.
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 Okay. Well, is it really
Could it be Jethro now? What about that?
Jethro.
Dude, Jethro is my guy.
Father Jethro.
So we went back and told Jethro, our dad.
Yeah, and he said that it's totally okay if we're out late past like 10.
We're allowed to go to the well.
It's actually our wall.
Those shepherds are assholes. And he says, what did you guys do today? And they're like, oh, an Egyptian rescued us from the shepherds and watered our sheep and goats. He even was like, here, let me get your... Sorry, ladies, here, let me get some...
Let me water these goats.
Yeah. He watered our sheep, Dad. He's like, fucking who? What does that mean? What?
Jethro.
Jethro's like, oh, dude, not chill.
Literally. He's like, but I've got some pizza in the oven. Is anyone hungry?
Fish sticks for my girls. I'm a single dad surfer with 7 daughters. So Jeff Bro is like, oh, did you leave him there? Invite him over for dinner. And you're like, great. And 1 sentence later, he marries one of those daughters.
Whoa, 1 sentence. Put a ring on it.
Invited to eat with us. Moses agreed to stay with Jeff Bro, comma, who later let his daughter Zipporah marry Moses. So just like, boom, right away, and you're married now.
Wow.
And when she had a son, so like, I like this. The story is actually really an efficient piece of storytelling because we started with him as a baby and we're already like, and just like 2%, it's like big stories.
It's interesting that like teenage life is like so unimportant.
You just right away, as soon as you can be a parent, it's that now.
Yeah. And like in today's culture, like all of the TV shows, they're all about like teenagers, like high schoolers. But they're all making really important, impactful decisions. I'm in love with you.
Yeah, fucking 17-year-old.
Yeah, and I'll never love anyone else.
And my 29-year-old ass is like, damn.
I wish I understood that. Oh, that's what my 29-year-old self said.
Fuck, Rachel's really going through it.
Yeah.
Calc is hard.
Calc is hard.
And then they have a son, and he names him Gershom. And there's a footnote because that sounds like foreigner, because he's like, I'm not from here. So I named my son Foreigner because I'm a foreigner, kind of.
So cool. So cool.
The kid's going to be cool as hell.
Yeah.
There's a band called Foreigner. I don't know anything about them except that they exist.
Same.
We'll cut that. Editor's note. Didn't go anywhere. Why'd I bring it up? So, the old king back in Egypt, he dies, but the next pharaoh keeps doing the same thing. They're still oppressed. Mm-hmm. And so the Israelites cry out for help. Or the other translation said groan. And God hears their groan.
Okay.
They're like, ah!
Yeah, it's not even a cry. It's like, ah. I don't know. What is a groan?
that one had a little something extra.
Yeah, my old chin.
Going into camera. Ouchie. This sucks. Slavery blows.
Dang.
And so the God hears that, and he did not forget the promise he made to their, ancestors, Abraham and all them. Okay. And he felt sorry for them. And that's actually a pretty good stopping point because it's the end of chapter 2. Okay. And we're cruising right along. 24 minutes. Oh,
you're looking
good
at
shit. I got now this off the top of my head.
We're both looking at the camera right now.
What if I look at your camera?
Whoa.
What's up, lady? Is that your head?
Yeah, that was my head. Sorry. I'm dumb.
Slapstick is underutilized in podcasting. Audio listeners have no idea. We just bonked heads.
We bonked them.
But it's my part. It's my fault. I came into your camera. That's your area.
Yeah, and then I tried to come to your camera.
Turns out, we found out today, can't do that at the same time. It's a crossfire.
Yeah. This is actually perfect.
That's great. Well, let's wrap up the first half with a little improv scene. Anything inspire you from that? We had a lot of stuff, man.
I like that they were at a well. I love an improv scene at a well.
Let's do a well.
Is that okay?
That's great.
Okay.
Hello?
Help.
Are you? Oh my gosh, are you in the well?
Yeah, I'm in the well.
Was that a little tee-hee? Are you okay?
No, I'm so hurt. Please.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'll
oh, my leg. Ow.
I'll call for help.
Ow.
Melchizedek, get the rope. He's gonna go get help. Remain calm.
It's a man?
Yeah, that's my boy Melchizedek. Do you need something else? We're just gonna get you some rope.
Is he? Does he have? What's his hobbies?
We both like singing stones as far as we can.
Singing stones.
Yes, we sing the stones. We feel their vibrations.
As far as you can.
Yes.
How far is the farthest you've ever sung them?
A few inches, but we're getting better. And we practice every day.
I love a man who can sing stones.
Okay, well, clearly you're delirious from the injury. Just are you?
I'm in shock.
What? How are you hurt? Is it your leg?
Yeah, my poor little leggy.
I'll be honest, you're being weirdly cute about it. I'm not sure if I believe you.
No, I'm so hurt. Please.
All right. Well, help is on the way. Melchizedek is also
Okay.
very fast. He's a fast guy.
And what
so
about
he'll be here
you?
quick. I'm slow. I'm a round mounded ground right here.
You're round mound of ground.
Picture a tube of ground beef as a man.
Ground beef.
80% lean or whatever. 20% fat. Is that how they do it?
Yeah, I think it's like 85-15, right?
Yeah, I'm 80-20 personally. My beef?
Yeah.
I'm just doing anything to keep you conscious because I'm pretty sure you have a head injury.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
No, don't sleep. I start dropping little pebbles down. Ah, ah. Put a little song on those pebbles. It should keep you awake.
They don't hit the ground. You're like, what's that?
It's a bottomless well and you're clinging to the side? My God. Yeah. You're coming out of hell. We gotta close the lid. Close the lid.
You have 7 days.
But close right ahead. We'll be right back.
Smoke.